The official announcement hit every player's phone at once, and the reaction was immediate and universal. The godforsaken game's lifespan was real. Not symbolic, not decorative, real. If it reached 0, the player died in the real world. Across the city, group chats erupted. One woman shrieked at her phone, having handed all of her tradable lifespan to Song Fei without a second thought. Another discovered she only had a few years left after dying just 3 times, a consequence of her killer status doubling the lifespan penalty per death. A third, who had been charging the front lines as a tank mage with reckless enthusiasm, found herself down to a single day. She refused to believe it. Then she pressed her face against the phone screen and reconsidered. Elsewhere, a dark-haired girl surfaced from the game like someone climbing out of deep water, unsure for a moment which world was real. She checked the market figures and her expression shifted at 15,000 yuan per day of lifespan. Her 200 saved days made her a millionaire. That was useful. Then she read the group chat. Shadow had killed Song Fei 3 times. While surrounded by dozens of players, she sat with that for a moment, doing the math quietly. Even if Song Fei had started with 100 years of non-tradable lifespan, 3 deaths at the killer penalty rate left him with just over 12 years. The tears came before the thought fully finished forming. Why was Shadow so strong? She wondered. And why was he hunting Song Fei at all? The fan club mobilizer, the same round-faced woman who treated Song Fei as merchandise as a personality, had already pivoted to action. Still wearing her full Song Fei supporter outfit, she broadcast to the group that their idol was at Dazhang Plaza buying lifespan at a rate of 1 yuan to 10,000, and that anyone nearby could sell to him, help him, and get rich in the process. She was already running toward the plaza before she finished sending the message, sparkles trailing behind her in a way that was entirely self-generated. The dark-haired girl read the location. Dazhang Plaza close. Song Fei was close. She was on her feet and out the door before she consciously decided to move. 200 days of tradable lifespan and a desperate need to do something useful propelling her forward. Meanwhile, inside the game, none of this chaos was visible to the one who had caused it. In the godforsaken game's coastal zone, a figure in black stood at the center of a storm of creatures, fish, crabs, sea beasts, circling with aggression that went nowhere. Shadow cut through them with the efficiency of someone who had long since stopped finding this difficult. The experience flooded in, and then the system confirmed what the numbers had been building toward. Level 10, all 4 base attributes up by 2. 5 free attribute points distributed. Career advancement unlocked. The golden light settled around him as he stood in the aftermath. Back in the real world, notifications cascaded across every server simultaneously. First in Shanghai City to reach level 10, 7 reputation points. First in all of Daxia country, 14 more. First in the entire world, 21 total. The system also noted, almost administratively, that once 7 level 10 players existed within Shanghai City's scope, the teleportation gate to the abandoned continent of the gods would open. Out in the city streets, players stopped and stared upward at the announcement blazing across the sky. The name in the frame was Shadow. It was always Shadow. One player noted he was also behind the world's first golden level kill. Another added the detail about Song Fei being killed repeatedly. Someone nearby said Song Fei had earned it. Across the country, a broad man with braided hair and elaborate earrings muttered that his own hidden profession was still level 8, and wondered aloud how a country of 1.5 billion people couldn't produce one person to keep pace. At the shore, Shadow reviewed his status. 13 evolution points spent, backstab upgraded from platinum to emerald, rear attack bonus now 50%, agility at 111, tradable lifespan 7,455 days. He noted that wasn't enough. Not nearly. He understood the gate condition. 7 level 10 players needed. The current ceiling among everyone else was level 7. There was nothing to do but wait, and that suited him fine. There was something to handle in reality first. He logged out. His body came back to itself in the dark of his room. He sat up slowly, eyes open, faintly luminous in a way they hadn't been before. The system was already waiting with a question. Did he wish to spend tradable lifespan to extract abilities into reality? He said yes. The extraction menu unfolded 5 categories, 2 still locked. He moved through the available ones without hesitation. First, the class. 1,000 days burned. The shadow hidden profession crossed into reality, its passives taking effect immediately, stats rising across the board. Then level 2, 2,000 more days. Twice over. Pushing his reworld level 2-3 with another round of increases. Then skills. He noted, with quiet satisfaction, that extraction cost was calculated from a skills-based grade, not its evolved state. His shadow ability, pushed all the way to platinum in-game, cost only the base 900 days to pull across and arrived at platinum grade in reality. He allowed himself one word of acknowledgement. Comforting. 900 days for shadow, 2,262 for venomous dart at silver grade. When the energy settled, 1,292 tradable days remained, not enough for anything else. He evaluated the exchange and found it acceptable. A platinum skill extracted at the cost of a low-grade one was by any measure, an excellent trade. He moved through his room and felt the difference immediately. His physical baseline had doubled. His agility sat at 32, past the ceiling of ordinary human capability. Invisibility with no time limit. Poison darts deployable from 14 meters, enough to find his moment. Against Song Fei, he checked his phone and noticed Song Fei was buying lifespan in bulk at Dajang Plaza. The interpretation was straightforward, preparing to retaliate after the next game update. 7 or 8 kilometers away, at his current speed, 10 minutes of running. The phone buzzed. Hu Qibin, the company supervisor who had apparently mistaken his position for actual power. The message informed Qin Feng that some young lady had her eye on him, that this was supposedly fortunate, and that failure to call back would have unspecified consequences. Qin Feng looked at the message. Then he blacklisted the number, offered a single word to the empty room, and stepped out into the night. Shadow energy wound around him as he moved, purposeful and quiet. He noted, as he went, that these people would soon understand what the godforsaken game truly was.
Hope you enjoyed the recap. Smash that like button if you did, and subscribe for more. See you next time.